Good morning, students. Today, let us discuss Introduction to Machine Learning. What is machine learning? Machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence that allows computers to learn from data and make decisions or predictions without being explicitly programmed. In simple words, we can say that machine learning is subset of AI. It is subset of AI. So here what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. Machine learning is subset of AI that focus on developing algorithms and models. So machine learning focus on developing algorithms and models. What is the purpose of these algorithms and models? These models help in making decisions and predictions without being explicitly programmed. Without being explicitly programmed. I'll repeat again. Machine learning is subset of artificial intelligence which focus on developing algorithms and models that help in making decisions and predictions without being explicitly programmed. So, from this definition, what did you understand, students? What did you understand from the definition? So, machine learning and artificial intelligence both are related. Machine learning is subset of AI, which develops models, and these models are useful in making decisions without being explicitly programming. What is explicit programming and what is implicit programming? What is the difference between explicit programming and implicit programming? Implicit programming and explicit programming. Machine learning follows explicit programming, and like whatever we do in like C programming, Java programming, here what we do, we give instructions to the system on how to perform a program which comes under implicit programming. Whereas in the case of explicit program, we just say the system how to do. We give set of patterns from which the system analyzes. Set of patterns are given, then the system analyzes and develops the system analyzes and develops algorithms and models which are used for making predictions. So the system here, that is why it is called as explicit programming. What is learning? What is a learning system? What is the purpose of learning system? So here, any system which learns, any system, learning system means, why we say machine learning as a learning system? Machine learning learns from past experiences and it improves based on the experience and predicts the output. Any system which follows this is called as a learning system. Any system which follows this learn, improve, predicts. Learn from the learns and improves from the past experience and predicts. Then it is called as learning system. What is the purpose of learning system? Learning system is used to improve the efficiency and accuracy. So this is the purpose of learning system. Now let us discuss what are the different types of Machine learning. Let us discuss what are the different types of machine learning. Types of machine learning algorithms or types of machine learning techniques. Machine learning techniques are divided into two types, basically supervised learning and unsupervised learning. And if we go in deep, we can again discuss about semi-supervised learning and reinforcement learning. Now let us see about supervised learning. Supervised learning. It is a machine learning method. It is a machine learning method or machine learning technique which works on labeled data. Which works on labeled data. See here, now what is a labeled data? When data is said to be labeled, data is said to be labeled when it has input and output. When there are predefined input and outputs, then data is said to be labeled data. So let us see how it works. So here in the label data. Now let us see some examples of label data. If we take the example of students results, let us take some 100 students are writing the exam. 100 students are writing the exam. Then what is the output? Once students write the exam, the output is either pass or fail. So the output of 100 students when the result comes is either pass or fail. So here output is already we know output can be either pass or fail. So this comes under supervised learning. Let us see some more examples and supervised learning algorithms. Let us see the working of supervised learning. In supervised learning, labeled data is given as input to the model. Labeled data is given as input to the model. Labeled data is given as input to the model. It is given as input to the model. Model predicts, then it will test the data and it will give the output. So here there are many real-time applications of supervised learning. If we take identification of spam mails, identification of spam mails, some applications of supervised learning are identification of spam mails. So out of set of mails, some mails may be spam, some may be not spam. Identification of spam mails comes under supervised learning. Then prediction of house rates. Prediction of house rates. This is also comes under supervised learning. Now, if we uh, if we take the case of prediction of house rates, the input may be features of the house, whether it is 2 BHK, 3 BHK, it's a area, location. These are all the inputs. Then output is the price of the house. So these are some applications of supervised learning. Then what are the algorithms involved for supervised learning? So in supervised learning, we have some methods. First one is classification. First one is classification. Classification. So here classification means it is a supervised learning method. It is a supervised learning method which classifies the data. Which classifies the data. Classifies the data. If we take the result can be pass or fail. If it let us take like if we take medical diagnosis, if we take medical diagnosis, like once a patient goes for a blood test, then the report can be either positive or negative. Maybe because of some symptoms, like if we take typhoid, yes, positive, negative. So these are the two cases after the diagnosis is done. So we can take this under classification. Then what are the different types of algorithms we have for classification? For classification, we have algorithms like, under classification, we have algorithms like, first one, we can take decision trees. Second one, we can take SVM. So these are some classification algorithms. These are some classification algorithms. Now let us see in brief about decision tree and SVM. And we have also KNN, which stands for K nearest neighbor. K nearest neighbor. SVM stands for support vector machine. Support vector machine. Now, let us see what is a decision tree. So, decision tree is a supervised learning method. Supervised learning method, which is, it is a supervised learning algorithm which is used for classification. Which is used for classification. And support vector machine, it is also a supervised learning method which is used to divide the data points into two classes based on hyperplane. Based on hyperplane. What is the hyperplane? It is the it is a line which divides the data points into two classes. Next, then K nearest neighbor algorithm. K nearest neighbor algorithm. Here, this in K nearest neighbor, we have K is the number of, here K is a number of clusters. Recording.